Hey y'all, it's your girl Moments with Brittany. So, of course, before I dive into the topic, you already know what you gotta do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Yes, hit subscribe. Also, you guys, make sure you hit that bell, ding, 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 so you can be notified every time I drop a new video. As always, make sure you share my videos. Like, don't be stingy. I know you like me, I like you too, but don't be stingy. Sharing is caring. I know your mama taught you that at a young age. If she did not, I know your grandmother taught you that. And if your grandmother ain't taught you that, I know your godmother taught you that. All right? So make sure you share my videos. So y'all, I'm gonna jump right into my topic. You know what I do. I jump right into the topic. All right. So y'all, today's topic is all about online dating. All right. So let me tell y'all the tea with online dating for real. So, okay, so a lot of people, well, I've talked to a few people. Some people don't like online dating. Some people do like online dating. It's just pretty much whatever floats your boat type of situation. But I feel like it's similar to other platforms that are out there. So like IG or Facebook or whatnot or whatever. It's a little bit different, but it's also similar as well. So I have met people where people have said like, oh my God, online dating is for people who is desperate, or oh my God, online dating is only for people who can't meet nobody in person or whatever. Like I have heard all those negative comments about online dating or whatever. But what I will say is I've only experienced being on POF and Hinge. So I haven't had too much experience with the whole online dating apps, but I have been on those two dating apps in particular. There are many other different online dating apps. Like I've heard of Bumble, I've heard of BlackPeopleMeet, Tinder, all of those different online dating platforms. But again, I've only been on two. So again, you guys, I mean, online dating is, whatever, if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it is what it is. But this is what I will say about online dating. Online dating is a lot of work. Like, OMG, it's a lot of work. Like, I feel like in general, like dating is a lot of work. Like, it's a lot of work or whatever. However, though, online dating is a whole nother layer. Like, of course, in general, we want to talk and get to know the person or whatever, to iron out, to figure out if we like them, to figure out if we don't like them, to kind of figure out if you vibe, if you have chemistry, or whatever the case may be. So naturally, you do that in general. However, online dating, before you even get to the step of them even having your phone number, you have to have communication to see if they even worth you giving your number to for real. So online dating, it's like, and a lot of my friends, or especially like my male friends, be like, Brittany, get off of POF. Like, you shouldn't be on POF or whatever. That's just only for people who really want to have sex. So needless to say, I just deleted POF and I just kept it moving. I'm currently not active on no online dating websites. I just needed to take a break from online dating websites. I just think that it's a lot of time, energy, and effort that's be put into that. And honestly, online dating, I don't know if online necessarily dating is for me. Ideally, I would just prefer just to date somebody that I already knew, or that I knew back in the day or something or whatever, versus like now, because online dating is just a lot of work. But currently I'm not active or online at all whatsoever when it comes to dating apps. But what I will say about online dating is that when I was on Hinge, my experience on Hinge and my experience on POF was a little bit different. What I will say on POF, I got more in my inbox. I got more like sexual based type of messages. Like, I got messages like, oh, I would eat your butt, like stuff like that. Like, I got really, really sexual based type of messages on POF. So that also kind of like turn me off. Also on POF, I don't know about y'all, how y'all feel or your experiences on POF, but for me, when I was on POF, it was hella people that I knew on POF, like people that I went to high school with. I was like, yo, I went to high school with him when I was younger. And then my mind is just like, well, I don't need to be on POF if I want to connect with you. I can just go on Facebook or IG or whatever and probably find you if that's something I would want to do. So I thought that was, a little different. But what I will say about Hinge though, Hinge appears, quote unquote, to be more for like professional, or more for like business people, or giving you like that classy feel or whatever. That's kind of necessarily like Hinge vibe gives me. However though, the men are still the same. I have had people, the thing about online dating, it's a lot of chit chat. It's a lot of useless conversations. It's a lot of, oh my God, oh hey, oh how are you? Oh, you good? Oh, okay, I'm good too. Like chit chat conversations, what's up type of conversations or whatever, before you get to like the nitty gritty. So this is a suggestion that I would say that I did did when I was on online dating. So what happens is once somebody like email me or message me, shall I say, once somebody message me online dating, I instantly, once they get over that, look, how you doing? It's like, all right, I'm doing good or whatever. Once I get over that blurb, then I instantly go into, okay, so what is your purpose of being online? All right, because many people have different reasons why they're online. Some people are online because they just got out of a relationship and they're looking for a rebound. Yes, I call them a rebound because that's exactly what it is. So stay tuned for that video. But no, yeah, so some people, look for rebounds. Some people get on dating apps because they want to have friends or look for friends, quote unquote. Some people go online because they're looking for friends with benefits. And then you have other individuals who get online because they actually truly want to date. So people get online to date or to meet many different people for many different reasons or whatever. So for me personally, I like to know when I'm talking to somebody, what is their purpose? Because instantly, if it doesn't align with what I agree or how the path that I'm on, then I instantly just stop talking to them, because it's like, why waste my time if the person and I isn't aligned or we don't agree on our same purpose on here, it's not going to go anywhere. So I just instantly just delete the thread and I keep it moving. There are times where I have talked to people and we may have aligned, but the conversation is corny or the conversation is lackluster, or the thing about online is that somebody can get on there on Monday and then you don't hear from them again to the following month or the following week or a couple weeks later. So that's another thing about online too that gets on my nerves. It's a little bit annoying because you just don't know if the person is going to contact you back and if it's going to be consistent. So that's so that's annoying at times too. Another thing that I find out about online dating, which is what I kind of sort of like, is that you do have a blueprint of what the person may come across or or how the person may be. But people just lie in general, and that's another thing in general. People just lie, whether it's online or whether it's in person, people just lie all the time. I don't understand with this whole lying situation, but I'm the type of person, I smell a liar miles away. So that's another thing about online dating too, because I've looked at people's profiles. This one guy online, he was like, oh, I'm a nurse. And I was like, oh, okay, or whatever. All right, you're an RN, you're a registered nurse or whatnot or whatever, or you may be an LPN or whatever. And so then that's when I'm having a conversation with him. So then in the mix of the conversation, because I'm a certain person, even though that's what you say in your profile, but I always fact check it. So I always ask the person oh, so what type of job you do, or what's your career, whatever. And he was just like, oh, I do 101. And I was just like, oh, you an aide? And he was just like, yeah. And I was just like, that's not the same thing as a nurse. Being a one-on-one aide in a group home is totally different from being an actual registered nurse or LPN. It's just totally different. So it's just making sure that you just always fact check. If I can give one tip, that tip would just always make sure you fact check with the person, whatever they say on their profile, because people just liars these days, period. And just make sure that, ask them yo, what you do, just to kind of see if they're going to tell the truth or what's really good for real. But I also feel some people lie because they feel as though that people are not going to want to be interested in them, quote unquote. But it's somebody out there for everybody, probably just not me. So I definitely would suggest that. So making sure you fact check. And another thing that I do for online dating, to be honest, so when it gets to that point where we're having consistent communication on the online dating or whatever, and it gets to that point where the person's about to ask me for my number and stuff like that or whatever, and we exchange contact, before I give them my contact number, I ask these questions. And then you can let me know how you feel about that in the comments below. But these are the questions that I ask for my sanity. So first I ask, are you mentally stable? Yes, I ask, are you mentally stable? I also then ask, are you psychologically stable? And then as well as, are you physically stable? Meaning, can you walk? Can you walk? Can you move? Things like that. So I ask that. And then I also ask, are you emotionally available? Because not everybody that's online are emotionally available. A lot of people who just got relationships and they're online and they're just seeking a rebound, or they're just seeking, it's just a way for them to get over their relationship or get over their situation. So I ask, are you emotionally available? Because for me, if you're not emotionally available, then I'm not going to talk to you. So are you emotionally available? And traditionally, I'll break down that definition, because sometimes guys will be like, huh, what are you talking about? So I'll break it down for them real quick. So I ask that. And then my last question that I ask before giving them my number, are you born a male? Did God, when you came out your mother womb, was you all men? Like, are you all male? So I asked that only because nowadays surgery looks very well with people, number one. And number two, to be honest, nothing wrong with the transgender community at all whatsoever. I just prefer to date somebody who's just strictly born a male. So yeah, and normally, like, the guys that I do ask the questions, they'll be like, oh yes to all the questions or whatever. And then normally be like, all right, it's cool, whatever, and then we'll exchange numbers. However, though, I have got times where a guy was like, why are you asking me, am I born a male? That's so disrespectful. That's so offensive. He just went on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Now, ask me, what did I do? I mean, I really didn't care if he went on and on and on. I'm like, look, if you were born a male, great. If you weren't born a male, great. I'm just, give me the choice for me to make the option whether or not I want to talk to you or not. Now, I'm not going to talk to you at all if you weren't born a male. But just give me that opportunity for me to be like, nah, I don't want no parts for real. And honestly, I'm also giving you an opportunity for you just to come clean for real. But so he was like, so he just went on and 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 on. And it's just like, why are you in your bag? Because I'm asking you these questions. And I'm a type of person, I don't ask nothing that I don't want to be asked back. You can ask me the same questions and I will let you know what's good. So that's the questions that I ask before I give somebody my number, because people just and then after that or whatever, we talk or whatever and I exchange number. I'm a queen of FaceTiming, baby, because I need to know that you're real, because catfish is definitely live and real. So I FaceTime you. So once you get my number and you call me or whatever, then I'll FaceTime you, because I need to know if you're real. Are you who you are? You say you are. And then we can move into like the whole dating and the whole talk and getting to know you phase and stuff like that or whatever. So what I'm saying about online dating is, I feel like online dating is cool. Honestly, in general, it's similar to IG, to be completely honest. People slide into your DMs on Instagram, and people sliding into your messages on Hinge or Tinder or whatever other online dating out. So it's similar. Like, some people be like, oh, it's different, always different, always different. Honestly, it's really not. All of it's a messaging. All of it somebody talking to somebody. All of it somebody trying to get at somebody for real. So it ain't really that much of a difference between the IG part and versus the whole online dating app type of situation. But if you wish to try online dating, try it out and see if you like it. I mean, I feel like it's cool. Asking me, have I really met anybody from online dating? Yeah, I've met a few people from online dating, but it didn't go nowhere, hence because I'm so single. So, I mean, it really didn't go anywhere. But what I will say, though, is that online dating do require time. Just like dating in general requires time or whatever, but it requires a lot of time. Dating in general requires a lot of time, number one. And number two, it's unknown. So you don't know if the person gonna like you back or if you gonna like the person or whatever. Like, you just don't know. And it's a lot of useless, that's the best way I know how to say it, useless like energy. Because it's like you could get to know somebody for real, and then they say something, you're like, I don't really know, or it kind of go against like your morals or your values. So it's definitely a lot of that energy, time, and wasted, quote unquote. I mean, I don't necessarily look at it like that when I'm talking to the person, when I'm getting to know them. But once I reflect and really look back at what dating is, it is a bunch of talking, a bunch of conversation to figure out if I really like you, if I don't really like you, figure out if we cool, we vibe, we connect, or whatever the case may be. But I say try it out. Try online dating out. Let me know if y'all ever tried online dating. Drop it in the comments below and let me know what apps you like. Let me know what apps you don't like. Let me know if it's not for you. I mean, online dating is not for everybody, for real. It's not. I had to take a break from online dating because I just got overwhelmed and I'm tired of looking at 100 messages and ain't nobody talking to nobody or whatever. So let me know what you think about online dating. Drop your comments below. She out here.